hang still with a step held down. Lines don't leak when the stance don't bend. Light don't flare, but the tone get crowned. I don't break codes, I just extend. One click left and the space gon' shift. Hand don't twitch when the most stay low. Voice stay dry with a backspin lift. Eyes hold weight when the frame don't show. Moves say hush, but the pass still loud. Drop that pace where the code allowed. Post don't freeze with a draft lock lean. Zone don't move, but the curve still turn. Steps so light, but the cut stay mean. Beat don't bounce, but the edge still burn. Beat don't bounce, but the edge still burn. Frame stay up like a lock type line. Angle no twist when the shoes don't drag. Steps real close but the shape look fine. Mark get drawn with a coat side flag. Draft stay cold in the sidewall hue. Talk get split in the two-part click. Form don't fade when the light pass through. Breath got math and the count come thick. No glick zone when the lean stay flat. Set don't blink, just pose like that. Post don't freeze with a draft lock lean. Zone don't move but the curve still turn. Steps so light but the cut stay mean. Beat don't bounce but the edge still burn. Beat don't bounce but the edge still burn. Boot don't skip but the edge tap once. Code got laid in a block type slope. Code won't lift but the stance got punch. Every comp cue feel tied in rope. Look don't speak but the glance lay tight. Draft too low but the echo pop. Light won't ride but the feel still fight. Beat don't drop when the lock don't stop. Tap no noise but the baseline grip. Form hold still when the backdrop slip. Pause that brief when the marks say go. Post run deep in the gray on glass. No one shout but the weight still show. Lean don't flex but the tone won't pass. Wall feel full when the foot hold air. No kick land but the curve still shift. Steps get red like a block zone prayer. Fold don't fall when the ground stays stiff. Talk stay soft but the street react. Zone one blink from a tilt impact. Post on freeze with a draft lock lean. Zone don't move but the curve still turn. Steps so light but the cut stay mean. Beat don't bounce but the edge still burn. Beat don't bounce but the edge still burn. Beat don't bounce but the edge still burn.
One lean shift, it cut like glass. Shoes touch stone, but don't leave print. No step loud, that's the quiet mass. Zone blink twice and the edge look bent. AirPods tight like a drawn-in pass. Whole grid tilt from a 1 foot hit. Grid type code in a sharp press fold. Foot drag slow when the air feel cold. Tag don't swing, just float like chalk. Corners respond to a zero talk. Lean get caught in a blink with zone. Walls don't echo but they move alone. Trap run flat with the smoothest break. Step leave less than a smoke type wake. Post don't rush, just sticks in place. Path don't twist but it draws that trace. One lean shift, it cut like glass. Shoes touch stone but don't leave print. No step loud, that's the quiet mass. Zone blink twice and the edge look bent. AirPods tight like a drawn in pass. Whole grid tilt from a 1 foot hit. Pause don't mean the frame ain't loud. No sign up, but the stance feel proud. Jacket mid-zip with a right tilt lean. Silhouette stick in a chrome type sheen. Coast don't swing, just stretching clips. Soles don't flex, but they code these dips. Breath come quiet like a night cam flash. Vibe don't glow, but it still might clash. No echo trace in the scene I pass, but every still look feel built to last. One lean shift, it cut like glass. Shoes touch stone, but don't leave print. No step loud, that's the quiet mass. Zone blink twice and the edge look bent. AirPods tight like a drawn in pass. Whole grid tilt from a 1 foot hit. Shoulder line dip when the tempo slide. Silence tap fast on the curve far side. Breath don't lift, but the zone react. Scene twist once, then it snaps right back. No speed chase, just a walk in steel. No hands up, but the weight still real. Whole stands talk like a locked in text. No glitch flash, but the code connects. The block don't move, but the draft stay loud. A pause like that make the whole street proud. One arm loose, coat drag to the floor. No more left, just a math, no score. Frame sit firm when the baseline chop. Face stay calm while the kick don't drop. Steps come square in a loop type set. Move don't show with the balance slit. Zone feel mute, but the stands got burned. Even shadows pause when the lean won't turn. Grip stay cold like a corner clip. Talk go dry, but the air feels script. One lean shift, it cut like glass. Shoes touch stone, but don't leave print. No step loud, that's the quiet mass. Zone blink twice and the edge look bent. Every pause tight like a drawn-in pass. Whole grid tilt from a 1 foot hit. Stay crisp like the tape mo lock.
One step hit and the street got framed.
Cop pull low, but the stance talk stock.
Every lane shift when the sound get named.
Zip don't move, but the fold got weight. Edge so sharp that it sliced through state. Pose too plain, but the silence loud. Talk real low with a no smile shroud. Hands stay dipped in a thrift line code. One eye blink and the block reload. Steps don't double, just press on beat. No delay used, but I loop this street. This stay crisp like the tape mode lock.
One step hit and the street got framed.
Cap pull low, but the stance talk stock.
Every lane shift when the sound get named.
Yeah. Yeah. Glare too quick like a flashcard click. Jacket don't swing, but it rhyme real slick. Wrist got no glow, still I time that mark. Face don't smile, but I light that spark. One no step with a full bar flow. Brick too cold, but the heat still grow. No chain move, just a zip line still. Vert hit dry with a concrete wheel. This stay crisp like the tape mode lock.
One step hit and the street got framed.
Cap pull low, but the stance talk stock.
Every lane shift when the sound get named.
Yeah. Wind don't shake when I park that vibe. No step fake in a cold day slide. Block don't speak, but it quote my shoes. Even the steel got a flex type fuse. Bar so tight that it skip no frame. Line stay dry, but it don't miss aim. Lean too loud in a tone that mute. Street on hold when the stance reboot.
Cap tilt down like a no-look bet. Hands in low like a closed cassette. Tone stay beige, but the fit too real. Draft don't move, but the pose got steel. Call don't ring, but the link got tapped. Glide through cold with a verse untapped. Hook come once and the whole joint stop. Loop back in like a tape mode pop. Fit stay crisp like the tape mode lock. One step hit and the street got framed. Cap pull low, but the stance talk stock. Every lane shift when the sound get named.
I'm out the way, sound credit. This shit not word on. Hold up. Back once and the stance look raw. Draft don't move, but it's sign that space. One side dip with a side I draw. Whole block still, but it shift that place. Yeah.
Scene don't blink when I slide that cue. Ball pressed down like a verse come through. Hands don't shake, but the reach stay firm. Cold day pose and a still life turn. Look don't shout, but the tone got weight. Curve so dry, but the walk feel late. Wind don't speak, just reply my stand. Crowd don't swarm, but they shift on land, yeah.
Stay back once and the stance look raw. Draft don't move, but it sign that space. One side dip with a side I draw. Whole block still, but it shift that place, yeah.
Clock don't tick when the breath on mute. Ground feel tense in a slip back suit.
Talk so low like a boot cut drum.
one-toe lift and the tempo numb. Jacket no sound, but the fold hold clear. Scene cut once and the frame don't smear. Still too clean with a swayless step. Drafting slow, but the shape don't rep.
Fade back once and the stance look raw. Draft don't move, but it's sign that space. One side dip with a side eye draw. Whole block still, but it shift that place. Steps stay low in the mid-fall grid. Streets stay plain, but the lines don't red. Hands on chill like a thought got built. Post too dry for a coat type tilt. Angle don't lie when the float is calm. Even the breath got a break charm. Head don't nod, just lean on cue. Post so sharp it can slice right through.
No sound left, but the stand still score. I stay still like a locked front door. Move don't show when the beat don't prod. I don't talk much, I just shape that nod. Fall so slow like a loop in thought. Look don't pose, but the corner caught. Fist so light, but the shade come raw. Law in place when the face stack draw. Fade back once and the stance look raw. Draft don't move, but it's sign that space. One side dip with a side I draw. Whole block still, but it shift that place, yeah. That place, 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 shift that place, yeah.
Putting power counts when the signal flash.
Yeah. 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 Street on mute when the Flatmode Cast. I don't run game, I just outlast. Hands don't move, but the outline blast. Air stay dry when the signal flash.
Shoulder stay square like a drawn up plan. Every line park where the next don't scan. Fade to the left with a tagless flag. Still I lean deep into no rush drag. Nothing gets loud but the shape be clear. Pose frame set, even silent steer. Drop that breath like a coin on grid. Never said much but the stance just slid. Step with chill, let the sidewalk vote. This ain't flair, it's a held down quote.
Street on mute when the Flatmode Cast. I don't run game, I just outlast. Hands don't move, but the outline blast. Air stay dry when the signal flash. Street on mute when the Flatmode Cast. I don't run game, I just outlast. Hands don't move, but the outline blast. Air stay dry when the signal flash.
Curb got tension in the middle of noon. Shadow got stretched, but it break too soon. Fold in step like a draft on rest. Clip don't blink, but it passed the test. Mutes on the face, but the walk say claim. Still type force in a no tag name. Breath don't flicker, it land in pause. Beat so dry, it delete the clause. Every line grip like a frozen match. Even on steel, the equation catch.
Frame got draft, but the talk stay hush. Walk cut clean like a single brush. Downturn sky, but the pace don't slip. Mark run thin like a corner zip. Weight on the curb and the stance look wide. Tone too flat, but the block don't slide. Glance hold depth like a frozen grant. Each bar stiff like a sidewalk chant. Stomp no sound, but the edge feel cast. Move don't flex, just hold that blast.
Long coat drag with a code unlit. Street side fold like it all just fit. Hands in pockets, but the stance talk loud. Even when weight when the step too proud. Eye on blink on a tight path cue. Flat mode deep when the grid break through. One beat skip and the block pull still. Draft line cross with a glass type wheel. Nothing explode but the scene feel crack. Pause in motion and the lens roll back.
Whoa. Street on mute when the Flatmode Cast. I don't run game, I just outlast. Hands don't move, but the outline blast. Air stay dry when the signal flash. Street on mute when the Flatmode Cast. I don't run game, I just outlast. Hands don't move, but the outline blast. Air stay dry when the signal flash.
Sideline sharp with the stance on deck. No pole shift, but the tone gets set. One knee bent, whole frame in thread. Don't blink here, it's a real tight bet. Don't blink here, it's a real tight bet. Step off once in the field, gon' pause. Talk don't leak, but the shape say lost. Nothing too loud, but the edge still ball. Draft set deep in the calm type spot. Clap from the curb when the form drop flat. Head tilt slow and the block stay at. Pose no change at the view feel new. Brief like code in the post type cue. Every shift playing like a timeout press. One small lean and the whole crowd gets on. Sideline sharp with the stance on deck. No pose shift but the tone gets set. One knee bent, whole frame in threat. Don't blink here, this a real tight bet. Don't blink here, this a real tight bet.
Low cut stance in a breeze lock place. Light hit right, but the talk got space. Every move stale, but the impact lit. Still stay loud in a zipless fit. Don't raise hands, but the grip don't slide. Post in neutral, but the wall this side. Ground won't lift through the street, feel cracked. Mark stay dry in a full lay flat. Stand like rule in the chalk line code. Pause too deep for the frame to load.
Crowd on mute when the angle turn. No shit flash, but the sight still burn. Face keep forward like a locked up draft. Talk on hold while the boost draw math. Nothing unfold, but the zone still hold. Bend that step like a line gone cold. Set like brick in the midday clash. Walk in place when the stance rehash. Touch no wall, but the echo hit. Still form speak like a sideline writ.
Form locked down with a pulse so clean. Nothing don't drip, but the thread still mean. All I drum when the beat don't move. Breathe too flat for the rest to prove. Both got weight like a room of grip. Shoulders on pause like a script don't flip. Line cut straight in a rim type tone. Stop that pace with a jawbone zone. Talk, no talk, get the stance, get fed. One glance back in the field, go red. Sideline sharp with the stance on deck. No post shift, but the tone gets set. One knee bent, whole frame in threat. Don't blink here, this a real tight bet. Don't blink here, this a real tight bet. No.
Float while the street feels slow. Sit low, frame in a seat tight bluff. Look don't lock, but the vibe stay scope. Lean too sharp for the tone to bluff. Shadow from the side, been clean like math. Post with a pad, don't echo loud. Hands don't show, but the step got craft. Voice keep hush, but the walk too proud. The move quick and the plan this deep. Time skip beat while the grid stay steep.
Cup seat lock when the lean don't shift. I don't raise hands, but the whole scene move. No one speaks when the bass get lift. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove.
Steps fade out where the flat line stretch. Paws sit clean in a no dust press. Chair don't speak but the post said mark. Whole frame like a closing arc. Street don't fold but it pushing slow. Seat too plain but the comp still grow. Draft in thought where the hands don't flinch. 1 foot tap but it don't mean inch. Post that breath like a street light beam. Hose on tilt with a soft type gleam.
Gridseat lock when the lean don't shift. I don't raise hands but the whole scene move. No one speaks when the bass get lift. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove.
too calm and the stands just prove that curve from the stair hit slow on frame. Fence line drawn like a draft by name. Elbows in, form too mute. Talk in the eyes, but the lips commute. Mid-bar pause like a loop on drag. Shoes don't shine, but the flow still tag. Sit too light for the weight it hold. One still pose with a flex unsold. Rhythm on hush, but the air feel wide. One click deep and the edge don't slide. Seat don't swing, but the baseline catch. Side no glare, but the feel still match. Hold that frame like a chalk line code. Flat on sight where the posture showed. Talk don't echo, just lands on pitch. Steps don't skip when the form feel rich. Eyes in chill, but the mood still press. Slow cam shot with a tight address. Post that silence like a glove on grip. Scene stay loud with a breath type slip. Gridseat lock when the lean don't shift. I don't raise hands, but the whole scene move. No one speaks when the bass get lift. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Whoa. 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 Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove. Bluff too calm and the stands just prove.
Too sharp in a slope type grid. Light don't move, but the wall still blink. Post stay tight when the talk go here. No map drawn, but I move in sync. Shadow ride long on a chain link dip. He stay flat on a great type scene. Boys cut low in a 3-step clip. Whole stance right like a draft unseen. Pause don't flex, but the air feels stacked. Shoes tap once and the space pull back. Lockstep lean in a frozen draft. Post too quiet, but it snap on stance. Footprint blink with a no glow path. Cut don't echo, but it still advance. Yeah. 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 Back face slow like a curtain fall. Steps so wide, but the impact thin. Grip one pose in the static crawl. Jacket don't flap, but the shift begin. Lean off cold when the sign go hush. Track laid dark with a 0 slope. Sound don't land, it just builds that crush. Pass stay locked with a full loop hope. Each breath placed with a snap don't math. Head don't nod, but it still cut past. Lockstep lean in a frozen draft. Post too quiet, but it snap on stance. Footprint blink with a no glow path. Cut don't echo, but it still advance. Yeah. Stride left center in the noise type gap. Scene don't form, it just holds its weight. Voice don't drop, it's a spin that clap. Posture too calm to negotiate. No path paved, just a chalk press curve. Joints on mute like a soundless grip. Beat don't chase, but the loop preserve. Step form quiet, but the draft still trip. Face no change, only angle shift. Walk too dry for the air to lift.
Mark don't fold in the corner stance. Light trace edge on a flat set grid. Clap stay burnt in a zone type trance. Wind cut hard where the back line hit. No flex show, but the foot feel caught. Breeze stay cool in a dust lit blink. Lean off shape like a pose half thought. Jacket don't move, but the seam still link. Street go black with a sidewalk stitch. Draft so clean that the beat gon' glitch.
Lockstep lean in the frozen draft. Pose too quiet, but it snap on stance. Footprint blink with a no glow path. Cut don't echo, but it still advance.
boots in a halfway stall. No speed chase, I just walk that wall. Steps don't race, just mark my claim. Jacket no flap, but the cut got aim. Backline clean, no stitch type noise. Post don't shift when I drop that poise. Lean sit light, but the weight come through. No full flash, just a glimpse of move. Name don't ring, but the stance got law. Pause too cold when the edge don't draw.
Talk don't stretch, but it still land crisp. Backline fold in a mid-step twist. Coat don't swing when the vibe lock in. Floor too dry, but the scene still spin. Glance whole air like a no doubt stamp. Low voice hum in a no fade lamp. Stairs don't echo, they just respawn. Feet online, but the tip feel fine. One breath deep and the space go hush. Style too light for a full force rush.
Midstep posted with a pause type fit. 1 foot hold in the click just hit. Side eye level when I start that talk. Every stare know how the style gon' snap.
One pose mean when the shoes on grid. Steps cuts off, but the floor still slid. Voice don't ride, but the word line bend. Pause type rhythm got the loop no end. Frame set locked in a freeze cut lean. Breath stay calm in the steel type scene. Code tip slow with a laid back swing. Mark don't talk, but the stand still sing. Block too flat for a rush type show. Lean don't break, just step and go.
Glance like what, but the tone stay clean. Fit say more than the words I mean. Pace don't push, just glides on beat. Pose so right if I got my feet. Wall got wind, but it passed right through. Talk too small, but it shift that view. No hype here, just a frame and set. Look so dry, it could slide through net. Mid-step zone in a straight up lock. Pause too smooth and the click don't stop.
Midstep posted with a pause type fit. 1 foot hold and the click just hit. Side eye level when I start that talk. Every stare know how the style gon' snap.
Yeah. Step don't blink when the wall too near. Still play rust, but the pose hold prime. Air stay flat in the soundless stare. Shadows don't dance, but they mark that time. Lean don't break, just settles in angles. Glance won't talk, but the tilt got rank. No line trace when the stance untangles. Brief drop low with a cold type blank. Click on pause when the light don't hum. Shoes sit dry while the beat just run. Flash don't come, but the jacket still chill. One frame stand and the edge don't pop. Shoulder fold dry in a slow cut drill. Eyes don't blink, but they always look top. Flash don't come, but the jacket still chill. One frame stand and the edge don't pop. Shoulder fold dry in a slow cut drill. Eyes don't blink, but they always look top.
Step on slant and a frame gon' mute. Voice in half like a syncopate loot. Line no trace, but the floor got grip. Walk don't echo, it just auto skip. Back don't bow when the lights stay hush. Drip don't drop, it just dry tight brush. Mark one place with the cut, no sound. Pose too short in the off-grid round. Scene don't need any bright sky scream. Just one stance and a no fake theme.
Flash don't come, but the jacket still chill. One frame stand and the edge don't pop. Shoulder fold dry in a slow cut drill. Eyes don't blink, but they always look top. Flash don't come, but the jacket still chill. One frame stand and the edge don't pop. Shoulder fold dry in a slow cut drill. Eyes don't blink, but they always look top.
Clap go soft when the boots sit low. No swing here, just a post type show. Lean set flat where the light don't reach. Talk stay close, but the stand still teach. Nothing gets loud in a zone this thin. Even up pause, got a tempo spin. Wall no echo, just metal that sleeps. Glare hold still when the ceiling leaks. Foot don't drag in the beat so plain. Aircut clean through the backlight frame.
Set post mute on a night type core. Jacket don't bend when the stance implore. Move don't rise in a stack type weight. Head stay still at a no sound gate. Frame on flat with a pose no guess. Look don't flex but it still impress. Snap too low to disrupt that plane. Steps ride light in a sharp line lane. Form so dry it forgets its name. Glide through shadows with a backlight flame. Flash don't come, but the jacket still chill. One frame stand and the edge don't pop. Shoulder fold dry in a slow cut drill. Eyes don't blink, but they always look top. Flash don't come, but
the jacket still chill. One frame stand and the edge don't pop. Shoulder fold dry and a slow cut drill. Eyes don't blink, but they always look top.
Wind hit light while my foot still posts. One frame tilted while the jacket floats. Signal blinks off in the grid set hole. Step press firm where the bricks feel cold. My line set clear like a closed tight loop. Stance read sharp while the crosswind swoop. Tread not wide but the mark show trace. Talk ride slow in a side glance pace. Scene stay locked where the lean won't drop. Whole view shift when the breeze gets caught.
Left heel hangs at the end of steel. Palm at ease, but the post says sealed. No glance back when the wall cuts in. City rolls slow with a matte type spin. Sky runs deep in a haze-fed tone. Breath skip once when the crossbar grown. Jacket tap twice in a frame so light. No pad drawn, just the limbs aligned. Space too dry for a line to shout. Cue so low that the sound fade out.
One lean down where the terrace slides. Signal red flick, but the talk don't stress. Palm lay flat on the rust line press. Shoulder square and the sideways still. Time don't run when the stance get set. I cue this view like a frame wrap thrill. Every step count in a tile split roll. Light snaps off, but the stance still grows. Voice fall flat in the mid-egg glitch. Code folds once with a fade-out twitch. Hands ride low like a flag on pause. Eyes draw lines through a shapeless claws. No rush here, just a drift of form. Frame don't ask, but the zone gets warm. Clap hits off like a click-type scan. Talk reads wide in the no-mark plan. Street look high from the slate top perch. One slide left when the shoes research. Air draws lines where the pose aligns. Scene set dry on the metered spine. Fade starts slow when the low glow real. Stand stable where the wind don't peel. Head tilt once in a half lens glance. Move don't flex but the weight still dance. Foot plant locked in the sky let's skew. Whole frame cue in the terrace view. One lean down where the terrace slides. Signal red flick, but the talk don't stress. Palm lay flat on the rust line press. Shoulder square in the sideways still. Time don't run when the stance gets set. I cue this view like a frame wrap thrill. Ramp dips down with a no noise slide. Light don't reach where the steps align. Hand on air with the breath in hide. Zone so tight that the whole line fine. Shoe set firm like a drill type grip. Post too plain but the cut looks staged. Wall don't echo but the stands feel lit. Pause got weight and the lean feel age. Drop comes low with the shoulder sink. Beat won't speed but the head might blink. Step breaks wide in a smooth track hush. Nothing move fast but the eyes still brush. Jacket don't flare when the turn gets near. Back hold square like a track type sphere. Voice no edge but the bars got pull. Every third line hits under the skull. Breeze no rise in a closed ramp shell. Shoes keep flat in a nun type swell. Frame can't pause but it always push. Click don't shout in a dry lens rush.
One dip ride on the piping grip.
Whole ramp still, but the air stay grown.
Yeah. These won't flex when the code gets blown.
Stance cut clean like a Rampzone script.
Left side lean in a pressure fold. Wall catch light like a steel type code. Clap stay mute in a step so still. Eyes don't shift when the weight won't spill. Breath caught mid in a stance shaped draft. Edge too near but the vibe don't laugh. Mark that tilt with a dry point flame. Time don't pass in a code type name. Talk too far from the ramp style gloss, but the grip got truth when the tracks crisscross.
Stair line meets with the ramp incline. Foot won't slide when the lean gets fine. Drop not fast but it sound like move. Back won't break in a two-step groove. No crowd near but the move stays sharp. Face say none but the form marks part. Bend don't count in a zone so slight. Even the gap got a silent height. Right leg posted with a square cut aim. Talk not loud but the look got name.
One dip ride on a locked in grip.
Whole ramp still but the air stay grown.
Shoes won't flex when the code gets blown.
Stance cut clean like a Rampzone script.
One dip ride on a locked in grip.
Whole ramp still but the air stay grown.
Shoes won't flex when the code gets blown.
Stance cut clean like a Rampzone script.
One foot up in the skyline lift. Coat split sharp with a stairwell drift. Eyes scan wide in a shadow shift. Whole stance hold like a rooftop gift. Steps flick slight as the skyline clicks. Air runs crisp while the flat edge sticks. Lean bend slow with a frame made rule. Left heel press where the lights run cool. No crowd noise in this float set plane. Just coat crease soft in a breeze press chain. Hand drop palm by rail too rusted. Every ball marked in a stance self-trusted. Glass skip light in a slant cup bend. Street noise thin like a buzz near end. Pulse in place on the gap line zone. Tilt hold center when the rest feel thrown. Angle at view like a snap type crop. Light trace lines where the boot steps stop. Back fold still in a locked out wind. Edges don't call but the grip feels pinned. Chin stay low like a code type self. Bar sit sharp, no tag, just self. This no push, just a point that lands. Scene held tight in a two-line stance. One foot up in the skyline lift. Coat split sharp with a stairwell drip. Eyes scan wide in the shadow shift. Whole stance hold like a rooftop gift. Breath rise long in a roof cut field. Step don't search, just a moment sealed. Fade won't echo, it skips like Flint. Shoulder moves light with a breeze type hint. Grid lay flat but the stance holds frame. Talk stays brief when the angle claims. Snap in layers like a zone phrase. Path no curve, just a sun wrap phase. Post don't shake when the height pulls round. This form lean in a no sound. Boot lock firm on the ledge's breath. Focus cuts deep in a shape near depth. Tone runs dry with a no glare blur. Each step placed with a line so sure. Head tilt high in a click tight cue. Post drop once in a stance point view. Light don't dance but it folds just right. Coat flicks once in a rooftop light. Talk never ride, just a form replies. Stillness wins when the skyline flies. One foot up in the skyline lift. Coat split sharp with a stairwell drift. I scan wide in a shadow chip. Whole stance hold like a rooftop gift. Yeah. Back heel rest on a line shaped brick. Knee tilt steady while the edge holds shade. Palm lock loose with a no flick tick. Wind pass quiet, but the coat don't wave. Look, roll slow like a camera zoom. Eyes don't blink when the zone feels raised. Jacket laid still in a curb cut room. Breathe drips thin while the frame gets saved. No one speaks in this cut set space. All stands, no voice, just wait in place. Two fingers float while the time fades low. Shadows slide off like a dry run thread. Neckline clean in a cornered row. Boot arch locked where the steps once bled. Paws don't fall but the moment sags. Joints say rest though the air feels lit. Post gets sharp when the lean unlatch. Wall grip firm like a block fit kit. Head don't turn when the signal skips. Scene too locked for a glance to flip.
Sit still tall on a slab top seat.
No curve runs to the flat split block.
Hand trace lines like a loop motif.
Top stay low with a crosswinds knock.
Sit still tall on a slab top seat.
No curve runs to the flat split block.
Hand trace lines like a loop motif.
Top stay low with a crosswinds knock.
Step don't echo when the drop line fade. Jawline cut in a 2-beat stare. Tone curve slight with the wall half glaze. Laces tap once on the midday air. Scene right slow in a looped out draft. No light shift, just a dry wave float. Shoulder stretch wide in a stance that lasts. Wordless frame where the points stay wrote. No one move when the set holds tone. Even the brick smash the paused out zone. Wrist ride tight in a gap fill pose. Brick line bends in a shape led lean. Post don't ask, just a weight exposed. Cut draws deep like a silent screen. Street hum low in a tape loop hum. No horns loud, just a vibe type slip. Shadow cut back when the scene gets numb. Eyes don't flinch when the clip line flip. One small move in the balance read. Mark laid down in a half press creed.
Sit still tall on a slab top seat.
No curve runs to the flat split block.
Hand trace lines like a loop motif.
Top stay low with a crosswinds knock.
Sit still tall on a slab top seat.
No curve runs to the flat split block.
Hand trace lines like a loop motif.
Top stay low with a crosswinds knock.
Block that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene. That stance on a tight get set. Kick too firm when the zone get wet. Crack that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene. Snap that stance on a tight get set. Kick too firm when the zone get wet. Crack that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene.
Steps all line with the grout line split. Cap sits low like a silence hit. Wall got marks from a stance held still. Glance too sharp for the flash to chill. Tag grease bent on a chipped out roll. Lean so clean that the tilt don't show. Pavement talks when the soul taps flat. Air stays tight where the zone been at. Vest no flap, just a squared out print. Pose don't flex, just a low end glint. Jab hit once on a crosswalk skip. Drip too dry but the edge still grip. Click don't echo, it just stay firm. No glide here, just a locked in term. Fade line fade with a chalk trail cue. Still no move but the snap comes through.
Snap that stance on a tie get set. Kick too firm when the zone get wet. Crack that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene. Snap that stance on a tie get set. Kick too firm when the zone get wet. Crack that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene.
Tag one name on a stone set bent. Spin not show but the mark been sent. Glove line stiff in a back step pose. No words drop but the posture knows. Grid line loud on a silent frame. Stands too flat for a cloud type name. No shift weight, just a rhythm up. Snap so clean that it skips that lock. Wall don't bend with a cold brush fast. Lane stay cold like a chrome set cast. No loop vibe in the block side roll. Move too real in a tight control.
a dry cut scene. Crack that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene. Crack that line with a two-step lean. Block side pulse in a dry cut scene. Through the stance I keep. Motion still while the whole street beat. I'm the line they draw but never decode.
Crew neck faded but the stance brand new. Palm leaf fall with a whisper cue. Step so smooth in a gray tone scene. Late fall chill make the corners mean. Boots tap rhythm on gravel loops. Posture locked like a photo shoot. Shadows long but I hold my height. Street light flick like I flip the night light.
2 feet down on the asphalt code. Christmas lights through the stance I keep. Motion still while the whole street beat. I'm the line they draw but never decode.
Frostbite edge on the breath that curl. Jacket too thin but I own this world. Pause at the curb like a debut frame. No backdrop just to walk that flame. Watch look broke but the time still nod. Late bus pass like I'm built for odd. Soul print deep on the seasoned skin. I move like November's kin.
2 feet down on the asphalt code. Christmas lights through the stance I keep. Motion still while the whole street beat. I'm the line they draw but never decode. 2 feet down on the asphalt code. Christmas lights through the stance I keep. Motion still while the whole street beat. I'm the line they draw but never decode.
Chap lip grin with the no smile air. Pulsate legend but the hands stay bare. No chrome chain just a collarbone tilt. Respect ain't barred in the texture quilt. One eye closed when the breeze too loud. Leaves like confetti I stand unbowed. Frame blur sharp and the cold dust flick. Paused in motion like a metro trick. Lanes don't shift when I cross that line. Outfit hush but the silence shine. No flash bulbs still the photo last. History held in the shadow cast. Step back once let the street inhale. Posture built where the winds exhale. No sign needed I claim my edge. Autumn oath in the block side pledge.
2 feet down on the asphalt code. Wisdom slice through the stance I keep. Motion still while the whole street beat. I'm the line they draw but never decode. 2 feet down on the asphalt code. Wisdom slice through the stance I keep. Motion still while the whole street beat. I'm the line they draw but never decode. Low, but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. Shoulder low, but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. Clipzone step with a barcode lean. Jacket talk sharp in the blacktop scene. Left arm dangle like a blueprint draft. Stands too deep for a TikTok laugh. Low cap shade with a midday stance. Glare like steel in a faded glance. Price tag peel but the walk still rich. Corner turn once and the vibe just switch. A little low but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. A little low but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. And the whole block split. Steps don't race, but the street no tune. Drop too hard like a trunk type boom. Shirt hang long, but the vibe stay tight.
tight. Face on mute, but the pose on fight. Snap back tilt like a skyline line. Talk real low, but the style outline. Walk in loops with a stance that hit. Zone on blink, but I don't say quit. So low, but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Fold too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. So low, but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Fold too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. And the whole block split. Block split. Coach swing left, but the boost don't trip. Straps hang low like a deal on grip. Words don't bend, but the bar got flex. Snap one line and it frame that text. Wrist no glow, but the tick still talk. Breath come calm when the crowd just balk. Move don't show, but the air say loud. Chance so sharp that it split that crowd. Coat zip slow like a mission cue. Glance so flat, but the weight come through. No chase here, just a locked in grid. Drip ain't loud, but the form too slid. Bag got air, but the post say feel. Lean like code on the corner still. Put one bar in the street, just fit. Clap so clean in the zone I sit. Show no low, but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Fold too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. Show no low, but the fit too lit. Backstreet breathing in the Clipzone kit. Fold too clean with a curbside grip. 1 foot down and the whole block split. Split. And the whole block split. And the whole block split. And the whole block split.
Yeah. Zip come up, then the tone go flat. Feet don't chase when the scene pull wide. One hand fold with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. Yeah. Match speed with the block and spin. Walk out, pause like a code within. Jacket press firm on a light wind zone. No chain show, but I talk like stone. Step don't pop, but the soul got weight. Watch run dry with a still bar rate. Glance don't flex, but it talk like wait. Wind pass through like a note I ate. Zip come up, then the tone go flat. Feet don't chase when the scene pull wide. One hand fold with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. Zip come up, then the tone go flat. Feet don't chase when the scene pull wide. One hand fold with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. It don't blink when the whole street lean. Head tilt back like a late day screen. Fingers in pocket like a cord unplugged. Hands stay chill like the coat been snug. Face don't move but the crowd react. Frame say quote with a line abstract. Post on freeze like a Polaroid aim. I don't wave, I just own my name. Tip come up and the tone go flat. Feet don't chase when the scene pull wide. One hand fold with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. Come up and the tone go flat. One hand fold with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. I don't switch pace for a move in light. Foot so calm in a late day bite. Air got chill like a loop hi-hat. Jacket don't lift when the wind swing back. Talking beats like a rim shot pause. Code don't bite, just respect the law. Fit don't bark, but it hums real slick. I'm the mute button on a fast time flick. Back on lean with a no-tap shoe. Glance so light, but the tone come through. Draft cut lines in a Scarface feel. I don't bend notes, I just play conceal. Lock stay hush, but the pose be known. Still built look in the street type zone. Verse don't shout, but the weight got logic. Fit warm zipped in a laid back topic. Zip come up, then the tone go flat. Beat don't chase when the scene pull wide. One hand fold with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. Come up, then the tone go flat. Why? One handful with the tag still mad. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide. Fall don't rush when the breath don't slide.
Foot down in the Blocktalk Cue. Corner two stiff for a switch run crew. Breath stay short when the cold wind blew. Look too hard and you might freeze too. Look too hard and you might freeze too.
Pavement dry but the heat don't fade. Glare too real when the stands get made. Hood up light but the tone stay way. Don't say much, just bend that fake. Rim shot echo like a block type post. Hands in place like a no-bend waltz. Cold in the air but the frame don't shake. Talk stay clipped like a gate don't break.
1 foot down in the Blocktalk Cue. Corner two stiff for a switch run crew. Breath stay short when the cold wind blew. Look too hard and you might freeze too.
Steps land firm with a no-slip bite. Clap come clean in the left-right light. Walk don't change when the scene go loud. I don't shift pace when I scan that crowd. Gloves don't wave but the vibe come thick. Post ain't soft, it just hit too quick. Fade in a fit like a slow burn cue. Words don't stretch, just snap on view.
1 foot down in the Blocktalk Cue. Corner two stiff for a switch run crew. Breath stay short when the cold wind blew. Look too hard and you might freeze too. Hands don't twitch when the line go lean. Fall back hard in the two-step screen. Voice come flat like a drill type chant. Even my pause make a speaker slant. Fit got hush but the air sound off. Step so cold that the lens back off. Glance don't swing when the talk go up. One breath drop and the block go stuck.
Hood don't talk but it echo sharp. Whole block tilt when the vibe go dark. Shoulders square in the west side mood. Voice so dry it could carve out wood. Scene don't shift when the hook pull through. Look say more than a walk-through do. One step crisp in a streetwise view. Line too tight for a week debut.
1 foot down in the Blocktalk Cue. Corner two stiff for a switch run crew. Breath stay short when the cold wind blew. Look too hard and you might freeze too.
Don't sway, I just draw that line. 1 foot in with a no bend lean. Midday chill in the post set sign. I don't shift, I just set that scene. No post plan, but the stance feel cash. Street don't speak, get the meaning hold. Every breath clip like a frame that passed. Block got still when the code went cold. Fold look plain, but the air got weight. Mark don't fade when the pace rotate.
Like code in a Castmark Fold. I don't play moves, I just let things land. Breathe on hold with the calm that's bold. Crowd don't blink when the foot just stand. Still like code in a Castmark Fold. I don't play moves, I just let things land. Breathe on hold with the calm that's bold. Crowd don't blink when the foot just stand. Pause in place but the thoughts still roam. Glide like steps through a borrowed frame. Not much flex but the edge feel known. Walk say sharp when the words get tame. Draft line swing in a box type square. Talk don't flare but the route look pressed. Cut don't echo but the mode still stares. Zone too clean for a guest type mess. Been that day like a phrase on mute. Breath don't drop in a tie down suit. Feel like code in a Castmark Fold. I don't play moves, I just let things land. Breathe on hold with the calm that's bold. Crowd don't blink when the foot just stand. Feel like code in a Castmark Fold. I don't play moves, I just let things land. Breathe on hold with the calm that's bold. Crowd don't blink when the foot just stand. Talk curve down like a slope type cue. Look don't ask but the message read. Grid stay flat but the stance come through. One pose drawn in a walking thread. Hands stay in like a lockdown plan. Boots don't lift but the air still bend. Light won't hit but the tone feel grand. Still frame lock on a loop that's in. Eyes don't chase but the view retract. Draft got shape in the muted tack.
a glance, but the charge feel high. Tilt like script in a no-print log. Ground keep chill when the beat roll by. Talk don't raise when the code stay cog. Still get red like a marked up zone. Step drop once and the stance won't glitch. No call made, but the space got tone. Breath sink deep with a no sound switch. Street too tense when the pace goes slow. Post one fold and the city just know.
Drill like code in the Castmark Fold. I don't play moves, I just let things land. Breathe on hold with the calm that's bold. Round don't blink when the foot just stand. Still like code in the Castmark Fold. I don't play moves, I just let things land. Breathe on hold with the calm that's bold.